Elizabeth and Kyle were two of the first humans to set foot on Mars. They were part of a team of scientists and explorers who were tasked with studying the red planet and its potential for future habitation. One day, Elizabeth and Kyle were exploring a remote canyon when they came across a strange object. It was a large, metallic sphere, buried deep in the sand. Elizabeth and Kyle were intrigued. They had never seen anything like it before. They carefully brushed away the sand to reveal the object's full form. The sphere was perfectly smooth and featureless. It was also incredibly reflective, mirroring the Martian landscape around it. Elizabeth and Kyle tried to open the sphere, but it was sealed shut. They tried to scratch the surface, but it was impervious to damage. They were starting to lose hope when Kyle had an idea. He took out his laser cutter and began to cut a hole into the sphere. After a few minutes, Kyle managed to cut a hole large enough for them to fit their hands through. Elizabeth and Kyle eagerly reached inside and touched the sphere's interior. The sphere's interior was warm and smooth. It felt like they were touching a living thing. Elizabeth and Kyle continued to explore the sphere's interior. They discovered that it was filled with a strange, gelatinous substance. The substance was constantly shifting and changing shape. Elizabeth and Kyle had no idea what the sphere was or where it came from. But they knew that they had made a significant discovery. They carefully sealed the hole in the sphere and buried it back in the sand. They then returned to their base camp to report their findings to the other members of the team. The other scientists were just as baffled by the sphere as Elizabeth and Kyle were. They ran all sorts of tests on the sphere, but they couldn't figure out what it was or how it worked. The sphere remained a mystery, but it became a legend among the Martian colonists. It was known as the Enigma of Mars, and it inspired countless theories and speculations. Elizabeth and Kyle continued to study the sphere for the rest of their time on Mars. They never managed to figure out what it was, but they never gave up hope. One day, they hoped to return to Mars and solve the mystery of the Enigma once and for all.